So here's what's happening with the cart today. Got it all apart, took the front hubs off. I'm not going to take the back off because I don't have a socket big enough to take that bolt off. So I'm just going to leave those on and I'll take them off whenever I get one or whatever. So anyways, I got the engine off, I got the front hubs off. I'm probably going to take the steering wheel off if it's not too big of a deal. It looks like just those 3 bolts. So I got the drive pulley off so I can get it all painted. I don't know if I'm going to replace this. This is the headrest. It's kind of flimsy here, but I mean the rest of it looks fine. But the only bad part is the only vinyl I could find is like a dark green, if you can see it over there. Well, kind of dark lighter green. But anyway, that's going to be the color of the seat, and I may end up just getting some vinyl paint. I seen some at an automotive store for fabric and vinyl, and I may end up trying to see if it'll paint. Since it is a light color, it may take pretty well. So I don't know how much sanding I'm going to do to this, because it'll really be a pain just trying to sand all this, and most of it's pretty well smooth except for down there, of course. And I'm going to clean all the grease off back here. I think I'm going to paint that sprocket once I get the rust and stuff off of it. I'll paint it up. There's no teeth missing on it, so it's in good shape. The chain stayed on fine when I was driving it. So for now, I think that'll be it. I'm going to try to sand these front hubs down. They're pretty rusty there. So I got all my bolts laid up here, and I put cards so I kind of remember what they went to, even though a lot of this hardware I'm probably going to replace, or at least make it matching, because some of it's not matching, even like those bolts there. 3 of them are right, one of them's different, so I'll try to make everything match. I don't know what I'm going to do with the steering wheel with the tape on it. Underneath of it's the cover. I don't know if it's falling apart, but they wrap tape around it for some reason. But I know if I take that off there, it's going to be pretty freaking sticky. So I may end up just freaking putting new tape over it and cleaning it. I don't know yet. Just figure something out. And I think pretty well I'm going to leave the rest of it on here, because I'm just gonna paint it. And you can see my driven pulley over there. I got it off so I can paint it and maybe stick some grease in there or something. And this bracket that it sits on is kind of bent, so I'm going to try to at least make it flat and level with the rest of the world. So other than that, I'm going to paint these hubs too if I can get in there good enough. I may just leave them like that and just paint them black, not even try to get the paint off, because it's such a big deal freaking getting the paint out inside of those rims. So, and I think these rims are the same way. They're pretty well black, but they're missing everything. So for now, that's the progress. So hopefully today I'll at least get it painted. My belt for it's not going to be here until Friday or Saturday. So I mean, I got plenty of time to take my time and get it done, and that's why I brought it in the shop. As you can see, there's only 2 tractors in here now, and man, I would never have been able to get this in here before. My other 2 tractors are sitting out there. Those 2 will come back in here, but I took 3 of them out today to make some room, and I tarped one of them, put one in the shed, and one of them's not mine. I'm just fixing it for somebody, and I tarped it for now too, till they come and get it, if they ever do. So I got the oil drained on that engine, and I'm going to put some oil back in it here in a little bit. But I took it off because, man, it was just so greasy under there, and it would look like hell if I would have just tried to paint it the way it was. So for now, that's all I got going. So I found out this is a what the heck was it called? It was called a Kart Trailblazer. Somebody said it was, is what this frame was originally, a Kart Trailblazer. So at least I got kind of the name of it. I tried to Google it, and there's nothing that even resembles this cart. I mean, there's some newer stuff, but nothing older like this. So I don't know if nobody's really put pictures on it on the internet or what. So you can see somebody's kind of cobbled the weld job. So I don't know if this is original or not. It kind of doesn't look like it, because that does not look like a factory weld there. So, but it looks alright. Heck, I may try to grind it a little flatter. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. It's sturdy. I really just want to get it painted because it'll look nicer. And really, I thought something would be cool is maybe to put a plate right there. I see some people's theirs has a plate that covers this part right here, and then they can put like a like a logo on there. I saw a skull and crossbones, and I thought, hell, that would be freaking awesome. Skull and crossbones right there, and maybe like some kind of plate up here or something. I would love to put lights on this, but with that motor, I really don't think it's got a charging system on it. It just doesn't have it, I'm pretty sure. So, and I don't want to have to stick a frickin' car battery in here. For one, there's not a lot of room for it. I mean, I'm sure I could stick it somewhere, but I really don't want to because you just have to keep it charged. And I don't really plan on doing this a whole lot at night because I live in town and I got neighbors. So, well, not across the street. The house is vacant right now, but for now, no lights. But if anybody's got any suggestions to make it even better, I mean, I think that back sprocket's got 55 teeth, and the little driven sprocket has, I think I counted 12 maybe. So I'm not sure how you tell what the ratio is, but I posted it on a forum, so hopefully somebody will tell me what the ratio is, and maybe they'll tell me how to make it faster. Even though it is pretty fast, I bet this thing will go about 40 once I get the new belt for it, because it's got the nicest clutch on it. That's a Comet 40 series, which is the most current type of clutch. And man, that thing it works perfect, and the engine is just mint. That's an 8 horsepower Briggs & Stratton, and it's 250 cc, which I believe it said it was 3,500 RPM, which is pretty nice for a go-kart. I mean, people got up to 16 HP and more, but 8's good enough for me, and 250 cc it seems pretty fast. So, especially for this smaller one. So, but anyway, I'll make another video after I get it all painted up, and we'll see how it goes. Have a good one. Alright, I got the go-kart all painted up. I used a gloss paint with primer in it. Still haven't done that with steering wheel. No idea what I'm going to do. So, I left right there on those. Try not to paint them so I can put some grease on them and not have to worry about paint coming off right in this area. But the rest of it's painted up. Straight jet black with the gloss in it. Painted the hubs white there. Those hubs. The back ones will be black. There's the weight right there for the front. That's white, and got the black drive part of the clutch black. Got the rims painted up white. Looks pretty good. So that's where I'm at now, and then what I really wanted to show you was the upholstery I did for the seat. All they had was green, so I'm gonna get some vinyl paint and try to paint them and see how that works out. I'll paint them, most likely just paint them black, and that way they won't show dirt. But there's that, and here's the seat. This is the headrest, by the way. You can see the bolts sticking out. Put new bolts in that. This one I left the old bolts but put new nuts on it. Didn't really paint the underside yet, but I put new bolts in it. Runs all the way through. It's all tightened up and it looks pretty good. Pretty pad in there. So hopefully that vinyl stays waterproof and doesn't soak up water, which I don't think I'm going to be leaving it outside, just because I don't want that motor getting messed up, because it's such a nice running motor, and I got lucky to get it for the price I did. So, Well, I don't really leave too much out in the rain anyway, not doing anything that matters, so. But there's the go-kart in pieces. So hopefully I'll have it back together by the time the belt gets here. And I got all this hardware up here out of it. I'm going to clean it all up on my wheel there, my wire wheel. Have it all cleaned up and ready to go. I put some rubber things on here. Underneath there is rubber. I just used some electrical tape to hold them on because I didn't know of anything else that would do it. So I'll probably just spot a little bit of black on the edge of that green so you can't tell. But the rest of it looks pretty good. So that's where I'm at now. And I think that's where I'll quit for today and let this paint dry. And I've already got 2 coats on this, so I think that'll be good. I ain't too worried about it. That's got a couple coats now, probably 3 I think now on those rims. So, alright. I guess that's it for today. More to come when I get it back together. Have a good one.